station, they can take my picture, and they can turn me on to see if it was me. Like, using my card. My dad called. What if it was you?
Já jí to prásknu, nebo?
Že se to změnilo?
Z 17 na 3.
No.
Hello and welcome. NBLL 2026 action. I am your host for this lovely afternoon in sunny Radantine, Czech Republic. I am Brian Whitbert, joined by Jack Rice. We have for you today a classic matchup of the two teams foreign to the Czech Republic. So you have your Polish team in the form of Wroclaw Panthers battling the home team. I'll explain the home team in just a minute, of Selb. Selb coming in from Germany, having a bit of a rough start to the season. Panthers dropping their opener yesterday. Both teams looking for their first win of the 2026 season here today. Fortunately, I can say that one team will walk away with the win. Unfortunately, one team will walk away with an 0-1 start. A classic goaltending matchup. Julian Laux in goal for the home team of Selb, and David Zayat. Both these goalies, the national goaltenders for their respective countries. Officiating crew taking the field now, and we will be underway in just a moment. Jack, what do you how you feeling about this one?
I feel like it could be definitely a good matchup. Like you said, both teams are winless. Both teams had to travel about 3 hours to get here, so it'll be interesting to see who has the deepest bench and who can get out of here with a win.
Krzysztof Schmiegel with the opening possession, if only momentarily.
Yeah, almost lost it.
Moves ahead to Pavel Sobol, and the ball touches the stick of Mikolaj Schmiegel.
And the Schmiegel brothers are a really big 1-2 punch combo, with one coming out the back door and Mikolaj coming out the front. So it's nice to see those brothers working together on the team.
Some sort of elbowing call indicated by the official. And that ball will move to a Selb offensive possession. Then Niederreiner steps in. Shot into the leg pad of Zayat. And Zayat can throw. Tell you what, that pass there. Oh, we're going to see too many men. Someone had come out the door a little too early. And we will see Panthers Wroclaw taking their second offensive possession in the form of a power play. To see Pavel Sobol started kicking the action off as the point man. Strong left side. Sornot won't be pressured, but with a fellow righty joining Schmiegel. Sobol takes the middle, and Jan Krobach. They'll have a shot, and there's Julian Lauch's first save of the afternoon. This one ruled a push. A couple.
I don't know if I like that, Brian. I felt like that was a good, clean hit straight to the chest.
I also feel like that. It's a couple weird, just over officiating here early. All of the Selb offensive players on the floor now. Niederreiner still has 15 seconds to kill. They'll play with Halverson. Halverson is actually Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic player. That will get off his Zayats. They can get this ball if they go back for a reset here. Ball loose. Halverson. Good pressure, a good eventual clear by Kaitan Prusak. And he'll have his team on the power play for an extra minute. Krobach. Timarek steps down. I tell you what, Timarek is shooting from a different height than you or I, maybe.
Definitely.
Definitely.
You know, and that's
it must make it things so much nicer, just to be that one head taller.
Yeah, you know, but who wants to be 6'5", right?
That sounds awful. Door frames,
yeah,
cars,
just the
airplanes,
inconveniences, you know.
I'll tell you what, when it comes down to power play goals, though, maybe a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I'd say so. And,
so the opening marker here today will go in favor of Wroclaw Panthers. Harnish had been checked in the back. And so I do believe this is the opening touch for Paul Weber. And he'll need to have a good day today if Selb is going to be successful. Shot off the mark. To the Benno Wendt. Panthers need to be careful. They almost had too many men. Ball swings for Sobol. Oh, I think he got that through.
Just trickled through.
From our angle, actually, we could see things quite well up here, but that one squeaks through the 5-hole of Julian Laux. Pavel Sobol has, I would say, a relatively contactless trip through to the center of the floor.
Yeah, no Selb player really got a good piece of him and was able to get his hands free. Shooting from pretty much the wrong side, too. Able to squeak it through.
Things going the way of Panthers early here, 2-0. They did enjoy a 2-0 lead yesterday with Wroclaw, and that did not end up in their favor. However, it is nicer to start up 2 than down 2.
Yeah.
Weber looks inside. That one off the leg of Zayats. Good ball there. Unable to control that was Tomasz Bartek. Bartek, a Czech Yizhny Mesto player. That ball a little late seeing Timarek out the door, but good transition opportunity there from Krzysztof Schmiegel and Adam Timarek. Halverson. Watched by Zagartowski, sorry, apologize. Krzysztof Schmiegel wearing his best impression of the Ultimate Warrior face paint. Oy, and Halverson puts it over the shoulder of Schmiegel and Zayats.
kind of lulling them to sleep there. Had possession for about 12 seconds and stepped in and pulled it. It was a beauty shot.
Halverson is leading the team in points for Selb. Actually, number 2 on the leaderboard of all players in the NBLL. Most teams only have 1 game in. This is the 5th game for Selb. Almost halfway through the season. It's only 2 weeks into the season. Good handle, good control. Controlling maybe an errant pass there was Jakub Walczak. Schmiegel watched by Harnish. This one off the mark. Nope. Lars Werner. Moving ahead for Paul Weber. Weber will have a nice pick from Bartek. Bartek loses his footing. Rolled the wrong way. Niederreiner, back for Bartek. Bartek, shot. Cannot find goaltender or pipe. And we could have some transition opportunities here for Wroclaw. Krobach gets by Bartek, diving.
Wow.
Official makes all the hand signals possible before eventually. I think this has to be a no goal.
I think there was too much going on, and with all the contact with the goalie, I don't know if they can fairly rule it a goal.
Lots more hand signals coming from the official here. So the goal, the ruling is the ball had crossed the goal line. However, Krobach did jump into the legs of Julian Lauk, so he will be assessed a 2-minute minor.
No, I always thought the rule was if there was any type of goaltender interference that would automatically wipe the goal off the board. But
one maybe would say that's common sense, but I have seen this called this way before. I do not know, honestly. I can't, I'm not in a position of saying whether it's correct or not. It does seem like a strange thing to do is just, fire a goal and then run through the goaltender. And yeah, you get to keep your goal, kid. Selb looking to their first power play. Halverson stepping down. Weber has his pass picked off. He's going to have a good look at the goal here. And a short-handed marker. A wonderful run for Zegartowski.
And Weber really has to stay on there and get back.
He peeled off, and you're adding 5 meters or 5 yards or some unit of measurement. Just unnecessary amount of running, and yeah, that maybe is not on Lauk's. That's a short-handed marker. That's definitely on the offensive unit. Harnish plays for Werner, and the power play unit will still have 1:20 to play here. That's a very early short-handed marker. Halverson. Good pressure here, Team Rec. Lots of pressure here from Selb, or from Panthers on Selb. 7 seconds to play. Niederreiner. Weber stepping down. That one off the target. Benno went into the couch cushions of Zayat. Team Rec and Sobol, the only offensive Panthers out there. Eventually joined by Nikolai Schmiegel. Watched by Moritz Ziegler. Moritz Ziegler, a member of the Swiss national team. That one almost got through the pads of Laux into the short side there. Big ball ahead. Maybe an unnecessary big ball ahead.
Almost had the handle on it.
Skipping Ziegler. And if the Wroclaw Panthers behave themselves, this will be their final shorthanded possession before Krobach will rejoin the floor. Good cut there by Sornat, but watched by Herpers. Schmiegel has his shot blocked in front. Werner. Oh, look how much the man coming out the door there. Weber drops his hands once again, but up to the task is David Zayats. Zayats, a NBLL All-Star, I believe 3 years running, certainly 2. Oh, Benno Wendt had the idea for that over the head check. I do believe that was the right time and place for it, just too much over. So ball gets that one into the chest of Laux. Good for Laux to see some shots here and get that percentage up, get some confidence. Tough pass for Weber, but able to handle that. Niederreiner, far side. Benno Wendt. That's just an unnecessary, unforced turnover. Sornat. That one skipping far side, almost has Laux beat. There are not enough Selb players on the floor. Paul Weber was hanging out in the offensive half to see if something could go wrong and maybe get himself a transition opportunity of his own. Sornat deflects that one into the stick of Schmiegel. Laux doing a good job patiently staying on his short side pipe there and kicks the shot from Schmiegel aside. Schmiegel gathering his own rebound, and Panthers will play for another 30. Krobach out of the penalty box, has himself a nice opportunity. Sobol finds Timarek. Timarek from Sobol.
Great find there.
Pavel Sobol's really come a long ways. I know that Adam Timarek is the goal scorer here, but Pavel Sobol with the poise and patience with the pass there, that's not Pavel Sobol from maybe 1-2 years ago. Pavel Sobol 1-2 years ago would throw that thing in the parking lot. So a really nice example of player development here. Pavel Sobol having himself some nice points early in the season here, just the second game for Wroclaw Panthers. Speaking to head person, I don't know his official job title, general manager, coach, Mikolaj Schmiegel, and he was saying this is their first year being an all-Polish team. They did have some Czech players from part of it. Oh, Benno went wide open. Halverson unable to find him. Halverson for Benno went now. That ball kicked aside. I do believe Selb should have been able to play that as it was off of the stick of a Panthers player, but the shot clock would have expired anyway.
This has been kind of the story of the first half for the Selb offense, is just these small errors that continue to lose them value possessions as they're down 5-1 here.
Not taking the easy opportunity. Benno Wendt was wide open the first time. So not taking the easy opportunity and then forcing the hard ones. I agree, Jack. I agree. Oh, Julian Laux. I don't think he ever saw it.
Is it another Timarek goal?
Yeah.
It is.
He's still tall.
Still tall. Still tall.
We'll see if Selb can make him shorter at halftime.
Yeah.
Some sort of halftime adjustment. Quarter. Sorry, this is the first quarter.
Yeah.
6 goals in a quarter. A good number for Selb. Or sorry, a good number for Panthers. I keep doing that.
Yeah.
They're really not the same team. There are 2 different teams out there.
In any case, Panthers laying it on thick here. Still 5.5 left to play. So
I do think that the Selb offense has a reasonable percentage. I think that 1 goal on probably 4 shots, that's not a bad offensive number, but they need to generate just more shots.
Yeah.
Zayats has a couple of them down low. I don't think anything's happened up top or on the pipes. If I'm Selb, maybe I shoot that. Bartek. Another low shot. Good loose ball. Benno Wendt. Halverson. Niederreiner. Can't handle this one clean. We'll see if he comes up with a loose ball. He's bumped from behind. That ball will remain with Selb. Just under 5 to play here. Wendt. That one did touch Zayats. Up and out of bounds. One for the fans. Fan. Bartek. Plays Weber. Wendt. Good pick there. Oh, that's an unfortunate call.
You kind of saw that a couple of those calls in the Wrocław game yesterday against Wrocław. It was what seemed to be good picks were called.
Both sides. That's
yeah.
not a one-sided conversation.
Not at all. Not at all.
Schmiegel patiently surveying the field. Team Rec in behind. Harnish guarding the non-dunk side, letting Laux have that left-handed side. Not worked out for him. Weber. He'll be watched by Walczak. Halverson has a one-on-one opportunity. I'd like to see them just take these 1v1 opportunities. Good pick there. Ben putting his defender in the spin cycle. Halverson with the loose ball. Could be a hand up here. And we will see Selb go with the extra man opportunity. Still 20 to play here. Benno went just on a walk through. That'll be a reset. So 6-on-5 here for Selb. Benno Wendt is just going for walks through the Selb defense at this point. I think this is, maybe that's not the best look 6-on-5, but I do think this is something that Selb needs to explore. Benno Wendt is a large frame individual, can handle a stick and get in tight. So, if this is going to be a 6-1, if we're going to correct this score, in the standpoint of Selb, I think that's a player who's going to need to get 3-4 goals in the first half.
Yep, I agree.
Thanks, Jack. Halverson, short side riser. Loose ball.
Speaking of people that need to score, Halverson definitely score a few more to help his team out here, but
not great movement of human beings for Selb here. Just a lot of standing shooting. And Wroclaw does a nice job of knocking these passes down. Look how tall Adam Team Rec is. That one's going to go. Look at the angle of scoring. David Zayas probably had the most assists of any goaltender last season. I do not have that statistic in front of me. Certainly missing the presence of Michael Rogers, but when you have Adam Team Rec, not as fast as Michael Rogers, but certainly taller.
Definitely. You just got to throw it up there and
so a second shorthanded goal for Wroclaw Panthers. Two power play opportunities for Selb and 2 shorthanded goals for Wroclaw Panthers. That's a good stat. 100% efficiency on shorthanded goals.
Yeah. Inversely, that's a poor stat if you're Selb.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Adam Marshall is going to be happy with that one. But Tomasz Bartek just not paying attention to the ball. He's going to need to find a hard loose ball here now. He does. 7 to play. Weber, base dodge. Oh, all Swedish, no finish, and Zayats has that ball in his pads. Zagartowski up for Krobak. Krobak, a relatively newer name on the offensive side of things for Wroclaw Panthers. He has been in the conversation before, but certainly coming into his own. Krobak. That one blocked by a defender in front or some friendly fire. Oh, Ziegler just can't come up with this one. We could have a rock fight here in the corner. Certainly appears that way. Good job by the Panthers defender there. Do a good job just keeping Ziegler pinned. That was Grabowski, Camille. Bounce shot to the far side now for Team Rec. That one unable to get on target. And Laux has Werner up ahead. Get a good ball ahead. Good pressure here from Walczak. Bartek has to shoot here. Sorry, still 10 to play. Good pick there from Niederreiner. Can't find him is Halverson. They called a reset on this. That's interesting. Missed by depending on your metric system here, a mile.
Or 2.2 kilometers.
2.2 kilometers. 1.6 kilometers.
1.6. Excuse me.
Idiot. Zagartowski's a menace in transition, isn't he? Also a relatively, not a newer name. Certainly been involved for a few seasons now, but new on the stat sheet. New on the, he's really starting to come into his own in that role that Team Rec and Michael Rogers have played. Krzysztof Schmiegel has played that breakout guy, that fast running, hard working defender. Not always do the Wroclaw Panthers have a more skilled team than their opponent, but they do often have a harder working team.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but what do I know? I'm an idiot, so.
All right, and with that, we will go to break, and we will be back for second quarter action after this. Hello, welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this NBLL stream. My name is Brian Whitmer.
My name is Peter G, and we are the founders of the Good Stick Company, the first and only lacrosse stick produced in European Union.
We hope you enjoy the rest of the stream, as well as we also hope you have time to check out our eShop. Hello and welcome back. I am Brian Whitmer, joined by Jack Rice. Welcome to 2026 NBLL action. The Selb versus Wroclaw matchup. Always a highly traveled for occasion. Both teams agreeing to meet in Radatine and duke it out, as opposed to the very long drive of driving that one off the mark here. This is Selb's first home game. They had a very good home season last year. I believe the only team. Oh, look inside. Good find there from Schmiegel. Good take for Wojciech Uminski. That looks like a lot of players.
Lars Werner there taking an unforced over and back. I don't think he saw the line and waltzed over it.
That line happens to move, it seems. It's funny how, some of these guys playing at a reasonably high level, and just once in a while that line seems to come into play. Arnish is going to have a hard time getting out of this one. Krobach up front, Sornot. Save Laux. Laux thinks he has it. Arnish has Benno went up ahead. We see a one-on-one opportunity. Oh, if he can. Big save, Zayat. I keep doing that. Really having a rough day today.
Wow.
Zayat gets the glove out on the short side. A good save on Went. Stanek with the ball. Can't get that one on the stick of Team Rec. Sobol will gather with 7 seconds to shoot. Step down into the arm of Laux. We have just 1 or 2 seconds to get across here, and there's the 10 count against Selb. And Walsack will.
They'll have a 3-on-2 if they hurry here, but looks like they'll opt to.
Schmiegel has no one. Sornat. Teamrek. Those long arms reaching out behind the head of Herpers. Good pick, Sornat. Bounce up for Sobol. Sobol launches this one in the netting. Halverson up ahead. That would have just been 2 seconds sooner. We could have had a short door break for Selb. Of course, traveling with a lighter bench, it is easier said than done to get off the floor in time. Halverson hounded there in the corner. Selb has 5 to play here. 3 Selb defenders just wisely not playing the ball.
Draw 12.
I'm the idiot. Krobach will settle this one down. Makes the pass to Stanek. That one getting through the legs of Harnish. Schmiegel surveying. Jab step. That one finds the iron, I do believe. Got off the pads of Laux and then the pipe. Krobach carrying high. Looking down. Schmiegel. Too hot to handle. Got on the wrong side of his body there. Sobol. I said nice things about Pavel Sobol, but that is more the Pavel Sobol from old. Mort Ziegler with a nice loose ball there. He'll have to run.
Good move.
Also a nice big tall player. Bartek ahead. He'll handle the pressure from Eli Kleigerman. And Niederreiter, watched by the Ultimate Warrior, Christoph Schmiegel. Paul Weber needs to kind of get involved in the game here. Take a try for Benno Wendt. Benno Wendt just mishandles this one.
Oh, and he's got him.
Schmiegel to Schmiegel. And there you have your brotherly love as Christoph Schmiegel finds his brother Nikolai on the transition opportunity out the door. Panthers doing a nice job running in transition here. And the 8th goal, it's the first goal of the second quarter, tallied in favor of Wroclaw Panthers.
Looks like the Selb team is kind of just losing steam here, you know, especially on this long change side. And
3rd game in as many days.
Yeah. So,
not an easy thing to do, play with a light bench and play 3 games in a row with it.
oh, definitely.
Plenty of time to rest in the car ride home. We'll see if they can pick it up here and get some things going their way. Stanek off the mark. I think we're going to have a push call. The lead official is making tripping hand signal there. Good possession call. Schmiegel for Sornat. Teamrek. Stanek into the belly of Laux. Good loose ball opportunity. Good loose ball there from Marcel Zyrov. Halverson is up ahead. Werner does a good job. Smart decision from Lars Werner not to throw that ball through. Halverson, play. Niederreiter. Weber. Good pick there from Benno Wendt. Moving through his Weber, but great pressure there from the Wroclaw Panthers defense. I lost the number kind of behind the camera there. Fantastic adjustment from Wroclaw Panthers defense. And we might have ourselves a opportunity for another Panthers goal. Good check, good. Oh no, Grabowski. He'll take one from behind. I think Herper is going to go to the penalty box for this. So you're going to see a 6-on-5 opportunity with still 20 seconds to play here. As Grabowski's going to stay on the offense. Just kind of stand and set picks guy. Teamrek down for Stanek. Schmiegel has Sobol on the backside. Sobol never seen a shot he didn't like. And Schmiegel will reset this one for another 6-on-5 with a full shot clock. Sornot will join the party. Schmiegel thinking about it. I think we're going to see a offsetting penalty here. I think we're going to see one of each. An adjustment in the rules this season, where instead of going from 5-on-5 to for matching minors, you are going to see a 4v4 opportunity. Lots more space. 20% more, 25% more. Sorry, 20%.
20%.
Yeah. We got through that. So 4-on-4.
And I do like this rule change.
It should be Wroclaw Panthers ball, as they did have the penalty. They did have the ball. That is the correct call. Blue did have possession of the ball at the time of the fouls. There was a lot of pushing and shoving on the inside there. I didn't actually see the foul on Uminski.
I think it was just
Team Rec. Great check there from Werner. Not an easy task to take the ball out of the stick of Team Rec. Team Rec being large and walking through. Werner, Sornot, down for Schmiegel. Save Laux. Big step out of the high crease there. Nice thing about 4-on-4 play is when these players, their 2 minutes expire, they can just rejoin the field. Whereas before, the 5-on-5 situation, you had to wait for a technical stoppage, a non-technical stoppage. I don't know, verbiage there. And Halverson, take a lap, a big chop there, and the hand goes up. There goes Laux off to the bench. Could see a short 5-on-4 opportunity. Halverson will try to get by 2. They have 5 seconds to shoot. Niederreiner blocked by Team Rec. Team Rec launches that one to Sokol Radetin. Halverson wearing some big checks on that one. Definitely squeezing the hand a couple times to see if you have too many. Sorry, Tomasz Bartek did leave the floor there and did have too many Selb players for just a minute.
Let's see if the Panthers can stay 100% on their man-down goals.
Ooh. That mishandle from Weber, they had a chance there. I don't think Zagartowski saw the ball. Weber, down for...
Oh, telegraphed that pass. Broken up by Team Rec.
That's definitely back in. Saw Team Rec. I think he was looking through to Zagartowski. Halverson carrying, thinks about it. There's Halverson with his second of the game. I do believe. Is the minor release? Yes. No, he should be back in.
I think that's what they're telling him right now.
I'm certainly not an expert. He's just running everywhere.
Somebody get him a map.
So is this? I believe the minor should be released. Like the extra minor, the 4-on-3 minor.
Yeah.
What do I know? So Vrobel will turn to the bench. Halverson was the player who was chopped. He's the eventual goal scorer, so tallying the second goal for Selb of the afternoon. And we return to 4-on-4 play for an additional 14 seconds. All available, and Werner getting first to it, but Little chop on the hand there. Grabowski. Think better of passing and just legged the ball forward himself. Nikolai Schmiegel with the ball back in his stick. Krobach on his wrong side. Able to make that pick play, doesn't matter. Krobach credit with the non-assist there as Nikolai Schmiegel picks a corner on Laux in that far bottom corner off the bottom iron and pops right out, but certainly a goal, certainly where it breaks the plane.
Yeah, and that's just a great shot.
Great shot. I think he had that one. That was the opening goal, more or less,
Yes.
against Wroclaw yesterday. Flat iron, just sting, and the ball kind of just pops right back out.
Yeah, and as a shooter, those are the best shots, most satisfying anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Some sort of iron noise.
Yeah.
Oh, and that one's coming up in the booth. Jack, you need to watch out.
Need hazard pay here soon.
Despite the contract offers, we do need to tell Christian Herpers that Jack Rice is not available for Selb's roster. Sobol plays for. Oh, backdoor attempt there for Krobach.
He did have the whole net. I don't know what happened.
Stanek with a
pipe or.
Laux gets down on this one, makes a nice clean stick save. Sun coming out here. It's a beautiful day here in Radatine. Had a lane for Halverson, but I think that Wroclaw Panthers were kind of baiting him into throwing that pass. Oh, has Niederreiner all alone underneath. Has Paul Weber now. Just not a great offensive day for Selb. Zagartowski finds Schmiegel out the door. That one off the pipe. Down on the second save is Laux. Good play there from Zagartowski. That's the hardest pass to find, you know, the one behind you.
Yeah.
To turn your head all the way around, like an owl. Right? And you see that guy coming in behind you. Catch there, Halverson. They'll have a pick from Niederreiner. Pass in front, Weber. Good look, not a great pass. There's a great pass. And Sornat picks the corner. Very, very intelligent plays there from Vrobel, not to shoot on his wrong side. Finds Sornat.
He just plucked that corner.
Sornat does not appear to be the athlete of, you know, like the team, not the same shape as Timarek.
No.
Certainly not. But when it's his time to shine, he delivers.
That's all you can ask from your players.
I have had the pleasure to play against Sornat quite a few times. It's quite hard to move him. He's injured for quite a while.
Yeah, I think it was ACL or.
Was it ACL?
I believe so.
Good to see him back. He will be the 5th player to join here.
Chance for Ziegler.
Ziegler can't make that one happen. 5 to shoot here from Schmiegel. Stanek fumbles that one, and Laux is able to gather. Zyroth will join the offensive set. Had a couple nice loose balls here today out the defensive door. Weber, not a terrible idea, but it was a terrible pass. And there to receive that one is the defender, Andrew Proper. Not familiar with this player. Maybe a new addition for the 2026 season. Grabowski, hands off for Krobach. 3 minutes to play here in this first half, and Sobol stopped on the doorstep by Laux. Laux made that one look easy. That's through the crease. You are not eligible to play the ball or play a player if you've run through the crease. It's not, it's not the rule of first player to touch the ball. It is, you cannot just gain an advantage by traveling through the crease.
Ziegler's got to keep his feet moving here, else he's gonna. Smart timeout there.
Selb, famous for their timeout abilities. They had an unfortunate drop against the LCC Foxes. Just a real tragic ending to a great comeback on Friday night. About, I would say probably 40 seconds. You were there, right?
Yeah,
about 40 seconds to the end of the game. Probably certainly the best game of the season for either, for the whole season, the whole league. And Selb maybe had a 3 to 4 goal comeback in the fourth quarter there, ties it up at 10, and I think maybe Leon Bohm has a great opportunity. Might have been Weber, had a great opportunity. Ball travels the corner, and unfortunately, Selb called a timeout, and they didn't have a timeout. Foxes went 6-on-4, and tragic dunk play at the end.
Yeah, Tomasz Kanotek,
Matiasz,
excuse me, Matiasz Kanotek, dunking it with about 4 seconds left, and you kind of just see all the red helmets drop their heads. So tough one for
very tough one.
Boys.
Hard not to root for someone who's in the middle of a comeback.
Yeah.
It's also hard not to root for the player on the breakaway. Is burying slow motion is Eli Kleigerman. Kleigerman, the token field helmet player of the game.
Yeah.
There always seems to be one.
Yeah, reminiscent of Mike Rogers in the past season.
Never made the adjustment. Never made the adjustment. Matej Paulus.
You know, I can respect those guys. They.
I can't.
Even though everyone's telling them to change it up. And
Kuba Koss. Kuba Koss, usually messed a long time field helmet guy. There's always somebody from Malachitse with, maybe not even a field helmet, just something from the 80s.
Yeah.
Schmiegel, just off the mark there. Looked like Laux might have gotten a piece of it, but referees don't signal for a reset. Sobol finds Sornat. Sornat needs to get a reset. Sornat wisely having that shot from low angle, just trying to get a reset of the shot clock there. Gets a little bit of a rebound, dives into the crease, but unable to take that ball back from Laux. Weber swims over the top. Can't get his hands free.
Good recovery there.
Bartek. That'll be a shot there. Halverson needs to pull the trigger more. Also, Paul Weber needs to pull the trigger a little bit more. Grabowski is all alone. Umarek. Hold on to this one. Hounded by Wendt. Shovel pass up for Krobach. Down for Schmiegel. Schmiegel, overhand drive. Don't believe that got a piece of anything, so that will be a Selb possession. Oh, wow, Timarek is huge. And just bouncing that one far side. Great individual effort from Adam Timarek. He's tall and his arms are long.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
That's a good rhyme.
Selb now with 5 players, eventually getting 5 players on the face-off. They're going to need to just correct everything here for the second half. Look to see a timeout if Wroclaw Panthers can get that reset. Good catch there from Stanek. Now for Schmiegel. Oh, hammered in front
Launched
by Herpers. Zuminski took the worst of both worlds there. Warner has to find Halverson. He has 5 seconds to get a shot here. Benno went, not sure if anybody knows the clock here. That's more or less telling of this whole game for Selb. Not on the same page.
Yeah, and if they want to see any improvement here in the second half, they're gonna need to get on that same page, or it's only gonna get worse. Down 12-2 at half.
All right, for Jack Rice and my name is Brian Werber. We will be back for second half action after this. Hello and welcome back. It's halftime. We have a full 12-minute intermission, which is more than enough time for you to check out our eShop.
We offer complete sticks, strung heads, unstrung heads, or fully customized sticks with armor mesh.
Stick around for second half action, and thanks for checking out our eShop.
Cylinder.
Já jsem podle dronky pod Vypichem nahoru na Patočkovu. Tam jsem byl, oni jeli prostě z toho pruhu, co tam je pro odbočující autobus. Byli tam prostě na poslední chvíli, já jsem si všiml, že jsem byl na páse, tam byl. Ale... Hej dost, no, ale...
Sent March 1st, Prasim, Mustavani, Brian.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So it was, you sent it March 1st. Like, no.
I didn't know what email you meant.
Yeah, who do I have to talk to change the white back?
Peter.
All right, and welcome back. Second half action. Selb hosting Wroclaw Panthers here in Radetin. Wroclaw exuding energy as they are up 10 goals, 12-2 over Selb. The energy on the Selb bench not matching that of Panthers. We'll see how they respond to this deficit.
And yeah, I think they definitely, you know, in the first at least 2-3 minutes here, they need to bury one to get something going.
Just looking at the Selb bench, I see Benno went in the bleachers. I hope he's not hurt. That would be a significant loss. He didn't really get on the Halverson's the only goal scorer. So Benno went. Not scoring is more of a matter of time kind of thing. But if he's not going to return to the game, it's definitely hard to score from the bleachers. Team Rec. Nice overhand take there off the legs of Laux. Big ball up ahead. Too much of a hop there for Zaroff. Krobach gets underneath Harnish. Good correction there by Harnish on defense. Team Rec tries to Laux low, but kicked aside. So ball, backtracking, down to Sornat. Ball for Krobach. Bouncer had, Laux low, just can't get it on net. So Tomasz Bartek will start with the ball here. Pressure from the Panthers defense. Just a comedy of errors here is Ziegler just can't string together two passes here. Halverson goes down for Niederreiner. Niederreiner runs into a double. Still had 4 seconds to play there with Niederreiner.
Yeah, I think he definitely could have gotten at least a shot on cage there, an attempt, instead of just dumping into the corner. But I think that's also due to the fact that these guys are definitely tired and definitely just want to get ahead of that long change.
Shot there. Laux with his openings. Sorry, second save of the half. Sobol. Hard shot. The breadbasket of Laux. Laux can throw, but it took him quite a while to get that one going. Werner eventually handed it off for Weber. Bartek. Bartek has them underneath. Should just take that to the net. Watch Bartek, a young Czech player with a lot of promise. Maybe not all the confidence in the world that he should have.
No, he's the type of player in a game, if as soon as he gets one to fall, as soon as he hits his first shot, you can kind of see him play with more confidence and not as conservative as maybe he does starting out the game. But
that one off the helmet of a defender, so Wroclaw will return to stay on the offensive set. Yeah, Bartek had a very nice goal in the Foxes game. I was talking to head coach Matusz Tilscher at the halftime here, and just saying, hey, what happened there? And he was talking, hey, we didn't score goals. You know, 10 to 11 goals is not enough for us to win a lacrosse game. Well, they did have 6 there for just a minute. They save Laux. Still clean sheet for the half for Laux. Krobach tries to test him. Low. Herper's gonna have to run for it. Bartek. Oh, and just kind of throwing that ball a little behind was Andrew. Says Proper. Not familiar with this player. He's not a bad defender. Big body. It certainly helps to have one of those on your D end. They save Laux again on Schmiegel. Team wreck, reaching all the way across.
Appears to be a little shaken up there.
Yeah, Ziegler came in for the hit, and those are dangerous plays. Since I heard the word broken. Helmet might be broken. Hopefully not. Team wreck's broken. Stops there. That's a warrior right there. Adam Teamwreck looks back to the officials like, was it worth it? Good for you, Adam Teamwreck. Solving that Laux problem for the first goal of the second half was Adam Teamwreck. I'm not sure what hurts. It seems to be his nose.
Maybe his
The helmet came down there. Yeah, those are never fun. Soren Harnish with a nice swim through traffic. Zaroff up for Halverson. Halverson finds Weber. Back to Halverson. Bartek. Weber in front. Bartek slipping through. Weber up for Halverson. That one bounced a little too early for Halverson. But I don't hate the opportunity. If you're the goal scorer, hey, sometimes you gotta get up and be the goal scorer. As Schmiegel trailing. Big swim move. Good job there by Lars Werner. Ooh, we're going to see too many men. So Selb was going to have their opportunity to go on the power play. First time this second half. Benno Wendt still sitting in the bleachers there. It looks like he's going to be out for the game. I don't see Adam Teamwreck.
I believe he just ran inside, maybe to blot his nose. I don't know if his nose was bleeding or.
He said the word broken. I hope he was talking about the helmet.
Yeah.
Couldn't really make out what he was talking about. You know, obviously, glad an arm wasn't broken or a shoulder or something like that. So a broken nose is an unfortunate circumstance, but there are worse things to break.
Ooh, good slide there.
Great slide by Grabowski. Weber's having a rough day. Physically, he's not playing awful. It's just he's taking a lot of punishment for. He hasn't gotten on the score sheet. Oh, I'm not sure if he has an assist with Halverson, but I'd like to see Paul Weber shoot more. Zeroth joining the power play in lieu of Benno Wendt. That was not a bad shot. Testing Zayat's high. Loose ball available, and here comes Zagartowski in transition. Oh, he left early. That is the correct call. You could argue that the early player interfered with the breakaway. If you touch the player on the breakaway, that should be a penalty shot. The official ruling that he was able to get that shot off and not interact with the illegal player. You rarely see that called, though.
With the penalty shot off that? Or?
Correct. If you leave early and directly stop a breakaway.
And is there still 2 minutes to be served, or is it just the shot?
I believe just the shot. Krobach playing 4-on-4 lacrosse here for the next 58 seconds. Herpers has to Go for a run past Kurbach. Good help there by Proper. Plays back for Herpers. He'll have to keep running. Good checks there from Kligerman. Harnish in trouble. Halverson versus Sornot for that one. Or is that Krzysztof Schmiegel?
That is the Ultimate Warrior.
It is the Ultimate Warrior. For those of you not familiar with the Ultimate Warrior, he looked just like Krzysztof Schmiegel. Ooh, almost going too many again here. Pavel Sobol is wildly confused at the substitution box. Shot, save Laux. Sornot plays for Schmiegel. And a man-up opportunity after matching too many men's. Sobol. Kostanek. Down for Schmiegel. Has his brother inside. Tries the short side up off the shoulder out of bounds. A nice 25-second power play here to play for Wroclaw. Sornot for Stanek. So Adam Teamrek not in the power play here. He does have a helmet on the bench. Oh, Schmiegel has a great play. Just off the bar down, but not the cool kind. Selb just out of gas here. Halverson. Top player on this German team is Norwegian. Weber. Looking for something. Moritz eventually joins. Oh, up off the stick of Halverson. Again, if you see that early, if you see that with a good pass, maybe he has a chance there, but wasn't early. Not a great pass, not where he wants it for Halverson.
Yeah, down at the ankles and
almost had a cool little deflection play there. And back on the floor is Teamrek, flipping that one
into a car.
Car. Yep, yeah. Got the white car. Weber.
Had Halverson there too.
Niederreiter can't control this one. Teamrek. Good defense there, Werner. Sornot down for Schmiegel. Harnish, a good job there. Finds the man in front. Couple good instances of individual defense there. A little bit of a breakdown when Wroclaw had the open man on the crease, but they get out with a good defensive set. We'll see if they can build on that.
Only one goal scored so far in this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously without Teamrek, kind of, oh, here he is in transition though. Coming out the door. Harnish will have to run here. Weber's going to have a take. Oh, had Paul Weber on the far side. It was the correct hand. But honestly, you know, if your team scored 2 goals, I don't hate Lars Werner going for a run.
I mean, at this point, I think they just need to get balls on net, you know, almost to the 4th quarter here, and still only 2 goals on the board. Yeah.
Sornot had a nice pick and roll play there. Hawks having a hard time with this one. Proper. Bounce pass. Can't handle it cleanly. Bartek. Can't see you here really all that great. Bartek still has it. He can get out of this. Gets out of it. 12 to play. Niederreiner. Gets a shot up and out of bounds, so a reset there up the bounce shot from Niederreiner. Alverson. Bartek. Nice pick play there. Paul Weber turned aside by Zayats, but that's maybe the best opportunity that Selb has had in a very long time.
I think even the whole game.
Yeah, maybe the whole game. I would say that, yeah, those Halverson goals maybe aren't as nice offenses as what we just saw right there.
Yeah, those are more instances of individual skill where it was good teamwork right there to get Weber open on the doorstep.
Shot into the belly of Laux. Big ball ahead for Harnish. Seeing Weber late. Weber off the iron. Paul Weber coming alive here.
No way.
That's a tough call there. Bartek should have just let that one run over the line without touching it. I think the officials actually have this one. It's an unfortunate play that Bartek played the ball. There was a Wroclaw Panther defender there, so he kind of did have to play the ball. Oh, way to recover there from Julian Laux. Adam Teamrek parks that big frame in front of Laux there. Zayats definitely stepped back in on that one.
Looking quite agile there for a goalie there.
Weber with another good shot. Three good opportunities in a row for Paul Weber. See if they can get a reset here. There's a kind of a bit of a rock fight in the corner. Nikolai Schmiegel on the defensive end coming away with that one. Zagarkowski. Krzysztof Schmiegel. That shot off the mark. Probably going back, not going back in. He still was in the crease, so that is interference. And we will have a Selb power play. So we'll see if Selb can match the period 1-1 here. There's only one goal has been scored by Wroclaw Panthers. That dunk play that... That's right, so 15 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Weber has Main Street, saves Zayats. Oh, Zurov can't come up with that one clean. 2-1, and that will do it for the quarter. So 1-0 quarter in favor of Wroclaw Panthers. And we will be back in 2 minutes.
hey, it's a crunch time. We're getting into the fourth quarter of the game, and it's also a crunch time for lacrosse as a sport.
We thank you for supporting us and what the Good Stick Company does to make lacrosse accessible and affordable for people all over the world. We just want to say thanks for supporting this NBLL stream, and we look forward to seeing you guys out there.
Ciao.
And we are back for this fourth quarter. Selb down 13-2 to the Wroclaw Panthers.
One goal away here from the running clock situation, where that would have in previous seasons a second half option. This NBLL 2026 a fourth quarter only option. Schmiegel, Teamrek tries to reach for that far corner. And Selb will go on the offensive power play for the next 1 minute and 12 seconds. Nice assist there from Paul Weber, but Dennis Niederreiner with the catch and dunk. Power play marker for Selb. Honestly, I have to be honest, I thought that was a terrible shot from Weber. It did a good job deceiving the pass there. Deceiving the shot, making the pass.
I think sometimes, though, the terrible ones squeak in somehow, and Selb definitely needed one, too.
Grabowski with a nice physical play and comes up with the ball.
Halverson looking a little shaken.
Yeah, that didn't feel good. Good pick, Grabowski. Stanek. Not a great angle, but there was a little low in the shot clock. Not a terrible opportunity here. Niederreiner, 2 shots in a row here. This one turned aside by Zayat. Schmiegel up ahead, out the door. Turned aside by the shoulder of Laux. Laux doesn't know where it is, but Zagartelski just hit him with it. Oh, and a failed loose ball there for Selb, and Schmiegel will wisely take his time to set this one up. 4-on-4, as Selb does have Weber hanging out in the backfield.
I mean, yeah, these guys just look tired. I think.
Robach, bouncer 5-hole, gets through and Wroclaw has their first goal of the fourth quarter. Second goal of the half. They had an electric first half. Still a loose ball here. Herpers hounding the Wroclaw Panthers defense as Christoph Schmiegel will come up throwing for Sobol. Sornat and Stanek are the two righties. Sobol plays for Stanek. Stanek can't handle that one. 5 to shoot. Sobol winds up into the belly of Laus. Gathered by Bartek. Sobol driven to the ground there, and the ball will return to Panthers offense. Bartek got away with a bit of a slash there on the helmet of Panthers defender. Another 4-on-4 opportunity here is Sobol and Team Rec. Defense there, Bartek, but over the top is Sobol. Turned aside by Laux. Sobol gathers his own rebound. Illegal screen.
I don't believe they blew it in yet.
No, he's just kind of running. Referee's kind of fell asleep there.
Team Rec now, opting to pull it out, wait for reinforcements.
Hand goes up. So we're going to see another. That's a reset. I think it might have touched some netting out of bounds here, but we're going to still. Wroclaw will remain with the ball. A holding call. Officials getting together to sort of figure this one out, but someone was up around the neck of Krobach.
Yeah, I mean, that might have been the easiest holding call they've ever had. It was pretty obvious and right next to him there in the corner, so going away for 2.
Or less if the Wroclaw Panthers can tack on that 15th goal.
And is it a goal differential that causes running time in the fourth
Correct.
here?
12 goal differential, so this could be the running clock goal. Christoph Schmiegel gets that one off the iron. Wroclaw Panthers experimenting with a couple different point guys here today. Sornat, also off the iron. Herpers can't catch that one clean. And Schmiegel will have another reset. Still 1:15 to play on the power play. Emmerich a little sleepy on the backside there. He'll have 4 to shoot. Oh, just misses that top corner. Again, shooting down at the angle of the height of Team Rec.
I mean, with his arms full extension and his already tall posture, I think that ball's got to be at least 10, 11 feet in the air by the time it's released.
Uh-oh.
Selb just unable to catch a break today.
Not a good day for Selb. We're going to see a 5-on-3 opportunity. Wroclaw had a couple of these yesterday, unable to convert, but we'll see if they can tack one home here. Certainly one of the most fun ways to play lacrosse is at 4v3 with the safety guy. Back. Chopped there by Herpers. Schmiegel. Still 7 to play. Ball off of Laux there. This is going to be a reset. But I do believe the one penalty has expired, so we're going to a normal 5-on-4 opportunity. Harnish standing there, playing goaltender with Laux. He takes another save there, the Buffalo Bandits defense. That's another save there, Laux off the glove. Catch there, Schmiegel. Another save, Laux. Good stand there, yeah.
Real sharp.
Still on the shorthand here for another 40 seconds is Selb. They did a good job killing the 5-on-3. Save there by Zayats. Ooh, that one spiked into the turf. Everybody wants to get a shot off here. Can't really blame a D guy for shooting her 14-3 in the final 7:30 here to play.
Yeah.
I'd shoot it.
I'm shooting it every time.
I'm shooting it. Team wrecking Schmiegel. A 1-2 punch. Schmiegel doing a great job avoiding the crease there. Still a 5-on-4, I believe. Christoph Schmiegel.
He wants his shots.
Yeah, he's another D guy going for his. And Ziegler. Has a one-on-one opportunity here. I might have.
You gotta go. You got nothing to lose. Everything to gain. Down 14-3.
Grabowski has a pick. Makes it look easy on that one. Tacks home the 12-goal spread, so we will have a running clock for the last 6:42 of this NBLL 2026 matchup. Selb doing a pretty good job killing those penalties, but unfortunately, transition look there. One too many.
Bartek soaking that one with the chest.
Did he?
Yeah.
Put back opportunity for Wroclaw. Can't put that one on goal. Sorten Harnish having a reasonable game on defense. I'd like to see him play a little more transition-minded across. Grabowski's going to come away with, Halverson with a nice check to keep that one down. Bit of a rock fight out here in front of the crease. Walzak coming away with it. No slash called there. I thought he got him right in the teeth with that one. Sornat swallowed up by Laux. Good little two-man game there. Nobody home. Krzysztof Schmiegel has Zagartowski out in front. Krzysztof Schmiegel very enthusiastic. Has 4:43 to cash in on his dreams. A really nice move there, watched by Zagartowski. Good defensive play there. And we're gonna see another Wroclaw Panthers transition opportunity here. Shot into the belly, good take there from Bartosz Komor, a relatively new player to this Panthers program.
I think, I don't know what they call it, but it'll stay with the Panthers.
Back in.
Okay.
Relatively silly thing to do, but Stanek can't get that one on target. Krobach steps above his player, and that was going to go short side on Laux. Just got him to flex that knee and opened up a pinhole to stick that one through as Jan Krobach.
Just salt in the wound of Selb, but fortunately for them, they'll only have to weather about 3 minutes and 20 seconds more of this until they make their
long drive home.
Long drive home.
Both teams. So Wroclaw Panthers will even their record up to 1-1.
Ooh, Schmiegel off the pipe.
Similar goal difference. Oh no, this was a 13-point spread. They were minus 10 yesterday, so they're gonna be plus 3 points on the day if this is the final score, on the weekend. Sorry. Team Rec being tall.
Man, is he good at being tall.
He's so good at being tall.
Just backing down his defender, turning and shooting, patting him on the head.
Nice finish.
That's great.
Reaching all the way to the other, the original near side.
Yeah.
Not an easy shot to.
Stepping back.
Not an easy shot to make. Short time here as Panthers will tick this one down. Under 2 minutes to play. Schmiegel just trying to get a shot for a reset there. Weber on the wrong side of the door here. Timeout to maintain possession for Selb. Can't take it with you back to Germany, so they might as well take the timeout and bail Paul Weber out of a doubles team situation here. Not a whole lot to talk about for Selb. There's no 14-point play, and it'd be nice to knot this one up and get that 1 goal per quarter number, but certainly not a great day at the office for Selb today.
Yeah, it's a rough one, and
I mean, losing Benno went. I don't know when he went out of the game, but certainly halftime. Halftime at the latest.
Yeah.
So, national team player. Not an ideal roster loss. Leon Bohm still nursing an injury in the Final Four. He played the Friday game, but haven't seen him since. Not sure if he played in Selb's loss to Malachite last night.
mean, if not, that's definitely someone you wish you could have had. Big impact on the left side, Bowman, Halverson.
Yeah.
So.
Ah, unfortunate miscue. Or what's that? Stanek gets that one through the pads of Laux, but squeaks out the other side, does not go through into the net. Halverson is in. Halverson behind the back. I love that. There are ways to lose, and honestly, Halverson go for his hat trick there behind the back.
That'll be it.
And that will do it for your NBLL 2026 matchup, where Selb hosting the Wroclaw Panthers, dropping a 5th game, well, 0-5 to start the season, dropping this game 17-3. I'm Brad Wimber, joined by Jack Rice. We will be with you for more games throughout the season. We welcome you to follow us along with NBL_CZ on Instagram and all the other fun places. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Like, I don't think we'll be able to, we'll put us at the location, but not. Should give it. Oh, tak lepiej. To szanuję. Która jest godzina.
Ogólnie, jeśli byłeś dużo otwarty, to tak. Ale ile razy trzyma się bramkę?
You got the key? How big is it?